Music has always been a part of my life. My parents joke that when I was 2 years old in the grocery store, I would be singing the Olympic theme song while being pushed in my stroller.
I think about you and I get nervous.
My name is Cron, and I am a Nashville-based singer, songwriter, producer, and musician, originally from the sunny city of Fullerton, California.
But I don't mind it all when I start losing control. All I want is to keep you near.
My grandfather was in barbershop quartets, and my parents sang in the church choir along with my aunts and uncles and cousins, and it was just always a part of our life. My parents allowed me, being in a Christian house, allowed me to listen to the radio. We listened to K-Earth 101, which was a big oldies station, so I got exposed to the Beach Boys and the Beatles and Motown and all sorts of bands from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and that's really where my love for music started to flourish. And then I remember in 1995, my dad brought home the Windows 95 disc that also came with the music video to Weezer's Buddy Holly, and that song changed my life. After hearing that song, I just kind of went for it and got all my buddies together at church or at school, and we would just make music. And if I couldn't get them to come over, I would sit in my bedroom and learn how to play songs. I had a youth pastor who was really into second wave ska from the UK, so the Specials, the English Beat, the Clash even, and he introduced me to all that stuff and took me to shows, and I would sit there in my bedroom and teach myself how to play ska parts on guitar and program little beats in my Technics keyboard and record them all on a cassette recorder. And it just fed this thing of, I have to create, I have to make music.
Warms the inside just like it should. But most of all is built to last.
So in high school, when I met my friends who eventually became the members of Mêlée, we bonded over our shared musical interests and also over not being the cool kids in school. We would sit behind the science building and talk about Smashing Pumpkins and Radiohead and Monty Python. But we actually started as a swing band first. If you remember, if you were alive then, around 98, 99, there was a big swing resurgence with bands like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and Royal Crown Revue, and swing became really popular, so we started a swing band when all the other bands were playing punk and ska. And that lasted for about a year, and then we dropped the horns, dropped the zoot suits, and picked up our guitars and just kind of went to town on power pop.
Get caught up in the back of the club. Tell me what you want me to do. Whatever your heart desires, I'll be anything you ask me to.
In my journey as a songwriter, I have grown in my ability to cut the fat and really focus on telling that story in a compelling, interesting way. And for sync placements, I think that's especially important because you're pairing music with a visual, and so you are telling a story, whether it's that Clorox wipes are cool or this TV show is going to change your life. Whatever it is, you are pairing music and a feeling with a visual, and so that story goes a long way. Some of the sync projects that I've been able to work on have ranged from an Amanda Bynes movie to Queer Eye to HGTV programming to a commercial for the Georgia State Lottery, a Samsung commercial with my old band. And what interests me and what is so fun about it is that I get to pull from all of my influences, from church gospel music and big band music from when I was in the swing band, and punk and ska stuff and cool indie rock and Britpop and oldies. I get to explore it all when I'm working on sync, and it's so fun to do. So yes, I also have a very strange and interesting relationship now with the Beach Boys. I put out a video last year, how to sound like the Beach Boys, on my social media accounts. And it blew up, went viral, has more than 1.5 million views now, which is bizarre. And which I just explained how to sing Wouldn't It Be Nice? And from there, they have invited me to come on stage and sing a few times. Not only that, they brought my wife and kids out on stage to dance during Barbara Ann. It was just wild. But I've been creating a bunch of Beach Boys related content, so you can go check that out on my socials. And I have a few songs that are Beach Boys sound-alikes. Don't Be Afraid and Everywhere's Hawaii with my girl are on my Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon accounts.
With her, it would be heaven. 'Cause loving her with my whole life could be my full-time profession.
So you can check out my music as part of the Bigger Story music catalog. Ready for sync for your next project, bmgproductionmusic.com. Thank you.